Happy first full week of school. Hello, it's Miss Bethany, and this was what we did during my first full week of school. We're going to start out with the Big Bang presentation, the first grade lesson, of course, in my lower elementary Montessori classroom. And so you'll see I like to cover it up so the kids can't see what's happening. I did it the first full day of school after the phase-in day, so on Monday, and what I did was I like to do the balloon pop, where I do use a balloon pump to fill up the balloon in front of them, and then I pop it and all the particles come out. And this year I also did a flash before then, but I shut all the lights off to begin with, and I play like galaxy music. With the balloon pop, I do what I just said. I usually blow up a balloon full of what I use are 3-hole punch paper circles. So they're just a bunch of little paper circles. It's easier to clean up than glitter, but we will be seeing glitter here in a second. And so what I do is I just pop the balloon from the one I blew up in front of them, but I have a balloon with the little circles in it, and the other one has circles in it, the first balloon, but I pre-fill it so then I could pop it again, because inevitably someone misses the first balloon pop, right? And then I do the solid liquid gas, and then I talk about just the earth cooling from a big red ball of just fire to what it goes into, which is the earth that we know today by cooling. And then I mist them on the mist spray with the water. And then afterwards we do a galaxy, like a universe type art, where we just color it in and then put glue and glitter and a bunch of sequins and string and other items. And then I made a cute thing for the hallway this year. And then of course you see all the glitter mess. Okay, so it's currently Thursday, so let me kind of recap what we've done. So yesterday for cultural, on Wednesday we did the continents. Now my first graders do like this continent thing because most of them were in early childhood and did like the world map a bunch, in like early childhood they just like do the world map a bunch, which is great because they come in knowing them. So I just like to see and review that with them just in case they forget. But with my older students, I'll ask them on that globe where each place is, and if they know what it is, they just tell me, they point and tell me them. And if they know, then they pick a continent and just write facts about them, maybe make a little paragraph. And then if they don't know, then they could do this work or the other map work. And then on Tuesday we did vertebrates and invertebrates. I made this little booklet for them that it's in my free hub if you want to join down below. But here is the different ones, and we have some fun news about anoids coming up soon that will be in a video when I show it. And then for cultural this year, I just have a list going so that the kids know what cultural they have to be doing. Not that they couldn't pick, especially the older kids, but just for right now, I want to make sure everybody is doing their cultural. And then today we're going to do the science experiment that's with the Big Bang, with the little particles just together in the water, a simple one. We're also going to do the Diet Coke with the Mentos, and sometimes I do this with the great lesson to be the explosion, but then it kind of breaks up the big lesson and you have to go outside and do it. So I just figured it would be a fun intro to science type of thing. And we have icing for next week for Maria Montessori's birthday. Last year we made cupcakes. This year, because we have our oven, this year we're going to do I think I'm going to bake 2 cakes and then cut a square so they can practice actually decorating their own cake type of thing. I'm so lucky this year. It's the best group of first-year readers I have had, not only with that, but with the whole class. It's a strong class this year, and I'm very excited for this year. So I did the noun presentation already, so that's great. And the kids have been following their maps. If you've seen in my previous videos, I have a scope and sequence for them, which is a map where they go through and pick their work, although they could pick anything. So far my kids my second and third years have been picking symbolizing cards, but the map also keeps them on track. So they're not just picking any work or picking it a lot. And I'm seeing where the first graders are now, so love the noun work. And then, so to introduce geometry, we did the fundamental concepts, so point, line, plane, and solid. And oops, someone didn't put the beads back where they're supposed to go. And how I do that, I'll insert a picture. We use Twizzlers, and they make a point, make a line, a plane, like the pull apart Twizzlers, and then a solid by just cutting off a chunk of it. And so, but before that, I took them for a little walk outside, and I said, okay, we're only using, you know, our feet and our eyes right now, and we're just going to observe, which also kind of introduces the science. Observe, and just when you come back in, tell me what you saw. And then, of course, I say, like, everything's basically made up of point, lines, planes, and solids, and geometry is all around us. Like, everything is a shape, and it's connected by some sort of line or some sort of point or some sort of solid. And yeah, so that's how I introduced the geometry. And then, of course, we'll get into all the rest of the geometry as the year goes on. As for other presentations, I've done some kids with the bingo board for addition. I've done the division finger chart already with my third years. And so I know sometimes division comes a little bit later, but some kids were already on division in second grade, so they just wanted to continue on with it. And I said, that's great. Let's see, anything else I could show you. I love doing, and this is also my map, the animal group tone sounds and youngs, short vowels and long vowels with some kids. And with the use of the maps I make, everybody's at a different point, obviously, because that's what Montessori is. So some things I gave as whole groups, so any new students to Montessori or any first years for the noun presentation, and even if they couldn't, even if they were still learning to read, I still, like, obviously we still have kids that are practicing the different sounds. That's why we use the different like blends and everything. That's why we use the Wasika boxes, and even my third years still use that. I give them one of the pages a week to do. So everybody's still doing reading work, everybody's still doing the Wasika, we still do language, everybody still does that to strengthen their reading skills and spelling skills. My point of saying that is that for the noun work, I still would have introduced it because I love the symbols. So it's just a good first week of school work when the first years are basically still in their end of kindergarten mode, and then it's a new environment and everything. So it's been a good year so far, so that's great. I'm so excited. I just try to do some fun activities. I'm trying to think of anything else I didn't tell you, but yeah, we'll see. Please sign up for my free Montessori hub of resources that you can use in your Montessori environments. There are over 15 plus items, including 453 printable math equation cards, 36 weeks for first and second level editing sentences, and so much more. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.